Tutorial for the R1 section. Use 3 threads into colors, number 817, number 722. 3 strands of thread number 817. Start from the left side along the outline, laying straight stitches in one direction. Switch to 3 strands of number 722 thread and repeat the steps. Use 3 threads into colors, number 703. Number 3766. 3 strands of thread number 703. Start by bringing the needle up at the beginning of the line and down at the end. Since no adjustment is needed, the tail of the straight can be tied directly. 3 strands of thread number 3766. Take another 3-strand number 3766 thread for couching. Bring the needle up along the dotted line, coming out from under the green thread and going down over it, securing the straight stitch. Repeat stitching along the dotted line. 3 strands of thread number 3766. Needle comes out from the head of the sketch and enters the tail. Don't tie a knot on the line yet, loosen it slightly. Take another strand of number 703 and use it for the stitching line. Bring the needle out of the second dot, wrapping around the original blue line, and then return to the starting point. Repeat the steps along the dotted line, adjust as needed. Use 3 threads into colors number 817, number 722. Start embroidering from the open end, with the needle coming out from the left side and going in from the top. Make a coil and bring the needle out from the first corner. Tighten the thread. Insert the needle into the upper right corner and make a coil. Bring it out from the second corner and tighten the thread. After finishing the pattern, insert the needle into the initial dot. 3 strands of thread number 722. Repeat the steps after changing the thread. Use 3 threads into colors number 703, number 3766. Start from the lower left corner and embroider the straight line along the drafting cross shape. Three strands of thread number 3766. After changing the thread, repeat the steps. Three strands of thread number 817. Start from the lower right corner and at the other side of the sketch line. Overlap the 3 straight lines. You can repeat the steps as needed. 3 strands of thread number 703. Stitch from the bottom. Insert and take the needle out at the same position to make a coil. Stitch from the upper left corner, go through the coil, and insert the needle back at the same point. Just repeat the steps. Use 3 threads into colors number 3766, number 703. Start from the left end, bring the needle out at the point, then back at the same spot, leaving a loop. Bring the needle out at the adjacent point, pass it through the loop, then reinsert it at the point where the needle came out. Three strands of thread number 703. Just repeat the steps. Use 3 threads into colors number 720 to number 817. Start from the first dot and go through the second dot. Start from the third dot and go back to the second dot. Three strands of thread number 817. Just repeat the steps. Use 3 threads into colors number 817, number 722. Start by bringing the needle up at the first point and then go down at the third point. The middle point is where you'll come through later. Bring the needle up at the fourth point and then split the line to go down at the second point. Three strands of thread number 722. Just repeat the steps. Use 3 threads into colors number 703, number 3766. Bring the needle out at the first point and insert it at the third point, leaving a coil. After bringing the needle out at the second point, tighten the thread. Then insert the needle at the fourth point, leaving a coil. Tighten the thread after bringing the needle out from the third point. Both outline and the previous split stitch should be skipped one point before inserting the needle. Three strands of thread number 3766. Just repeat the steps. That's all. Thank you.